Okay, guys, it took both hands. I'm not familiar with this radio at all. I've never had one this nice. It's used. As you can see, it's been on house building, welding sites, whatever. You can see all the stuff on here, but man, it sure does play good. Work site charger radio. So anyway, it's supposed to charge your battery too in about an hour. So anyway, let's get back on this. Not trying to make my videos long, but I was trying to remember. Brian just kind of touched on a few things on this truck that I'll be sure to check out his YouTube channel, because I still have two more trucks over there, a 1980 and Luke, the 66. So, I mean, you can kind of see the progression. Whenever he has time to do a video, he'll put one up. But anyway, it's been so long since I've done anything, seen the truck. And these wheels are, like I said, a little bit different than American Racing torque thrust wheels. And Brian was telling me the difference. He said these wheels look good, but he said you got to put the air in behind these spokes. And he said these spokes are sharp, which I know that. But anyway, I was just trying a different look a little bit, a little bit of a different wheel combination. It had on 15x7 truck rallies when I drove it in November to Brian's from Tim Dixon's at Gas X Chop Shop. So, but Brian said, I don't think you got this on video. No, we didn't. But he was saying, Jimmy, he said, this truck runs so smooth. And he said, I don't know what it is about it. But it's like I was telling you before he came. This truck and my 71 C10 truck I had Big Turd. Man, that was... There's just something about them. Anyway, I still got to get a front end alignment. There's a lot to do still on this thing. And anyway, I was just going to show you around the truck. Is it perfect? No, this truck is not perfect. But if you've been watching my channel, nothing is perfect that I have. Nothing. And I prefer that look. It's got a crease here. And, little spots in the paint where it's kind of... Let me see. I'm trying to look through the phone, and maybe if I stand this way. Yeah. You can kind of see where it's kind of faded a little bit here and there. It's a shop truck, patina style truck, dents. And I was kind of wishing maybe I knew more of the history on this truck, but I honestly don't. A little paint flaked off there. Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop, like I said, he's on Facebook. They put in cab corners, and like Brian was saying, they done a lot of floor repair work. It's got what's unusual about this truck, Brian and I talked about this before. It's a Silverado, but it came with a rubber mat, which is kind of unusual. I've never had one. Like, normally the rubber mat is the cheaper model truck, but I actually prefer a rubber mat. That's fine. And I'm going to keep this in here. It's got a few little cracks, but it's fine. It's just fine. I was trying to think. Oh, there's a lot to take in. This is a Chevrolet dash. I got this used Chevrolet dash. It's black, and I don't know whether it needs painted. I'll do something one way or the other, but it needs painted. I don't know whether to try to paint it brown or tan, or just leave it black to go along with the floor mat. I was asking Brian about that, and he said, Jimmy, I don't know. He said it would look good either way, but see, I think he's got used to looking at this cover on here, and I haven't glued it down. No, I haven't glued it down. I just stuck it up here. It fits so well, and I don't think I will glue it, even though you've seen me on videos glue them like they suggest that you do. But I just don't really see the need. If I ever decide, even if I leave it black or paint it black, if I decide later I want to paint it different, I can just pull it back out, see, and it won't be glued. But anyway, got these pieces here. Let's see. goes here. I gotta come up with some to fit on here. These are all broke, so I've got to come up with some. And as I was asking, it's got dual tanks, but the one on the driver's side is the one that works. I can just I can just afford one gas tank to fill up anyway. But see, that's what I'm saying. This was a Silverado truck, and see, I could paint it. The seat belts are beige, you know, and I could paint this beige. I really don't know what I'm going to do just yet. Angie done the visors. Don't they look awesome? She does a great job whatever she does. Angie Dixon on Instagram, Gas Axe Girl Friday. And if you look in the description, I'll try to leave you a link to GM 1038, and you can click on one of his videos and you can subscribe from there. And I'll mention Tim Dixon once more at Gas Axe Chop Shop on Facebook. That'll be in the description. And so will Tim's wife, Angie Dixon, Gas Axe Girl Friday. And she made me a little pocket here. Hang on, guys. Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer's Best. I'm getting a late start today. My wife and I have went running errands and doing things. The day gets gone. Like Mrs. PIB said, whenever you leave the house, you've kind of shot the whole day. So it is mid-afternoon, maybe a little bit later than that. And I'm just now getting to come out here and play with this truck. We just got home a couple of days ago, a day or two ago, moon pie. So anyway, this will be my first time to do a cold start on it. So let's get in here and see if I'm trying to. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My knee's kind of hurting today. I'm supposed to. That's another thing going on with me. Is I've got to go to the doctor. The guy that worked on my knee, and you know, if you're new to the channel, I had total knee replacement, and so he's going to look at my knee, see how it's doing. It's still kind of swelled, I'll be honest with you. And they said, you know, it might take up to a year before it, you know, completely heals. He's wanting to look at it, and I'm going to try to talk him into this knee hasn't been done. I don't want to do it. This took 6 months for me to get where I can walk and stuff again without having a walker or you know, a cane, or you know, my wife bought me some compression things that, you know, goes on your knee, kind of stiffens it up and gives me a little bit more balance. Anyway, I'm going to see if he'll shoot me up all over or all around my knee like he did last year when my wife and I went on vacation. I had him go ahead and just stick me all over, you know, with cortisone, I think's what you call it. Anyway, I could walk. I could climb steps in Florida, you know, going up and down the steps in Florida when we was on vacation. And it was great. But that lasted about 3 weeks, maybe 4. And then I was back to my old self. I told him, I said, I just want to enjoy the vacation without being in pain, you know, walking on the beach and stuff, and I like looking for shells. So anyway, it's not the point of this conversation. I'm sorry. I get sidetracked. I'm going to give this thing a couple of pumps, and then we'll see if it'll start. Why, yeah. Man, what a good truck. Good oil pressure, still cold, clock is still working, charging. I'm learning this truck, you know, like for the first time. If you're wondering why I'm acting this way, like I said, I just had the truck home. No, I just got the truck home, really. So, and I found out this radio, it won't pick up any stations on FM. Let me try. Nope. But if I put it on, let's see, how did I do that? Where is mode at? There it is. Let me see if this works. So if I put it on AM, let me turn this down a little. I'm just doing this while the truck's warming up. There's a station called 1220. Anyway, that was Elton John. Of course, I mean, AM doesn't play as well as FM, you know. Anyway, okay, I'm going to back this thing up and we'll start playing with it for a little while. I like to play with stuff, with old trucks and old cars. That's my thing. So let me back this up. I'm going to set y'all down for just a moment so I can I'm trying to get used to this truck. So I don't want to hit anything, and I want to make sure that nothing's behind me. So hang on, guys. I'll be with you in a second. Okay, guys, I got it backed up. Mrs. PIB's giving the plants some plant food, and I'm going to go around the block real quick just because. You know how it is when you get something kind of new. Want to get back before the school bus comes running through, because the lady that drives the school bus doesn't hold the horses on the bus, so I don't know. So I don't want to get in her way. Not in the least. Just taking it slow, letting this thing warm up a little bit, and man, this thing sure is smooth. I like this truck. If you're new to the channel, it's a 305 with a 350 turbo in it. If you are new to the channel, and if you are, I hope you will subscribe to Primer Does Best. My name's Jimmy. I think I mentioned that, but I'm about half crazy anymore. Can't remember nothing. My wife is Mrs. PIB is going to go walking soon with her friends, and I'm going to play with the trucks, because that's what I like to do. Just thought I'd drag y'all along with me. I think that's pretty good. I was laying in the bed last night. I couldn't remember. I was thinking about this truck. If I wake up during the night, I start thinking about trucks. I was thinking about this. I don't know if I should put this new brake pad on or not. Maybe just leave that one on, huh? I was thinking about that. And just random off the wall stuff. That's how I am. I'm going to answer a couple of questions that some people have asked. One thing is these wheels and tires. They are American Racing wheels. I normally get torque thrust. These are 245 40 20s, 20 by 8s, 20 by 10s. These would be 275. I'll find it here somewhere. Hang on just a moment. 275 40 20s. These are 10s. Those are 8s. 8s and 10s. So now you know the tire size. I've had somebody comment and tell me I'm trying to remember all this before I do anything else. Had a comment, and folks have said, or one person has said, I haven't, maybe in the next couple of videos people will say more about the dash cover. This is a Coverlay, and they suggested that I paint it dark brown paint. Remember, it's plastic. And let me see if I can show you what the cover looks like if I can take this off. Okay, hang on. Okay guys, here's what it looks like. Try to set this down, maybe you can see it better. There's a bumblebee trying to get in here on me. Big old split. The dash is it's a 1984 model, so it's 41 years old. I mean, I guess for 41 years old, and as long as this truck's been sitting, it's probably in pretty good shape considering. Hang on, let me put this back on. Okay. Oh, here's the Coverlay dash cover. It's plastic. Hang on, guys. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Even in black, it looks much better. But the dash cover is brown, so I just wanted to show you all that. And I haven't even tried to fasten this down permanent. I don't believe I will. It fits so well. So the question was, should I paint this black to kind of go along? Paint this black to kind of go along the steering wheel, the rubber mat, you know, the mats, and you know, there are black things in here on the interior. Then you got brown, then you got a tan. So I mean, there's at least 3 different colors in here. So I didn't know if I should just paint it, you know, black, a dark brown, a beige, I mean, you know, light brown. I don't know. Let me know what you think about the brake pedal too. And if you're new to the channel, this is Moon Pie. Oh yeah, I was going to show you something. If you're wondering how I got the name Moon Pie, because when I got the truck, when I got it from Brian and Charlie, GM1038 on YouTube, check out his YouTube channel, GM1038. It had this, and it was already named Moon Pie, because it looks like a moon pie. Like I said before, moon pies are made in Chattanooga. And I found out from a subscriber of mine that was kind enough to kind of do a little bit of research. And this place here, where I was reading in one of the videos, this Arrow, Gainesville, well, he said that this is from Gainesville, Georgia. And this car lot is no longer in existence. It's went out of business, unfortunately. But it's from Gainesville, Georgia. And he lives 15 minutes from where the car lot was at. Isn't that weird? I mean, that's pretty unique, isn't it? When I read that, I thought, that's pretty awesome. So today's video, I just thought, just for kicks, just for giggles, my ground is kind of dried up a little bit from all the rain we've had. We had all last week was rain. I don't know when you're seeing this video, but trust me, all last week we had 5 or 6 inches of rain, and I was trying to kind of let the yard dry up. So I think this is day two of no rain. So maybe the yard is dried up enough. I was going to bring maybe bring Left Turn Bill up here so you could see. I was going to show you the similarities and the differences between this 84 Chevy Silverado truck Moon Pie and the 84 Chevy Custom Deluxe Left Turn Bill. So I'm just showing you around the truck if you are new to the channel. It's not a bad old truck. It's come a long way. Oh my goodness. Some of y'all might be laughing saying, Jimmy, what have you done this time? Well, I've had much worse on this channel. If you've been watching my channels, I've got way over 2,000 videos, and there's lots of trucks in it, and you know, you if you've been watching my channel for a long time, especially in the beginning, when you know, I'd buy stuff that was nobody else would fool with. I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those kind of guys. I want to save them from being parted out or crushed. And I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I bought this bumper for it too. It's a sport bumper, like on a Blazer or something. This thing had a big old bumper, you know, you step up on. This truck was made to work, and it's been worked, but you know, by whoever bought the truck in '84. But bought the sport bumper. It kind of tucks the bumper up a little bit closer to the body, and these things are expensive. Now, another question I've had asked me recently is, where do I get my bumpers? I get them off eBay Motors, and I think the bumpers they normally ship out of California. So I'm saying, I'm just speculating from here on out, but I think the bumpers are actually from Mexico, and because they don't have stricter rules as you know, about chroming or re-chroming or whatever as they do here in the good old USA. So I think they do them in Mexico, ship them to California, and then you know, somebody like me buys them. When you buy these bumpers, you got to buy special brackets to hold the bumper on, because they're different, and you got to buy the license plate bracket and the lights, you know, to shine on your license plate. So all that's expensive, and I try to get the cheapest bumper I can on eBay Motors. I've bought, I don't know, several of these bumpers. I mean, I don't have no problem with them. Even if they have a little scratch or something, I don't have no problem, because you know, I'm in the patina style, so it's just perfect. But this one looks great. I mean, it needs shined up a little bit more, but it's good for whatever I put on my trucks. This just works out great. Anyway, let's go get Left Turn Bill, and we'll bring it up here while the ground, hopefully it's dry enough, and yard needs mowed, but let's play with the truck, right? So I'll be back with you in just a minute. Hang in there, okay? Okay, guys, I'm in the backyard with Left Turn Bill, the '84. That's what we're going to drive around in for just a moment. And my '78 C10 truck, Billy James. The ground is starting to get kind of dry again. I think I'll be okay to go to the front. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is Left Turn Bill, and I've already put the key in the ignition because I didn't want to lose it. This truck is my trucks turn into parts hoarders like me. I put parts in them. These parts are actually for my 1980 Chevy C10 truck. It's a custom deluxe, just like this one, but it's a round headlight truck. You know, it's the first year they started putting square headlights in, like Left Turn Bill and a Moon Pie. But if you got the upper end trucks, you got the square headlights. You know, the new fangled thing. If you got the lower end, like poor old Left Turn Bill here, custom deluxe in the 1980. The 1980 has the round headlights. I'm good with it. To me, it's kind of unusual. It's a factory short bed truck, and it's over at GM 1038's on YouTube. GM 1038. His name's Brian. That's where my other two trucks are at. My '66 truck, Luke, short bed, fleet side, and the 1980. I don't have a name for it yet, but I don't think I've ever mentioned this on this channel before, but the 1980, I'll try to leave a few pictures of it, what few I do have, and of Luke at the end of this video. But from what I was told, the 1980 truck was owned by a convict. That's the story I was told. It was owned by a convict, and he wound up having to go back to prison. Now, I don't know what he went to prison for. I don't know nothing, but I've got a clear title to the truck, and I bought it from Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. He's on Facebook, Gas X Chop Shop. Axe is spelled AXE. See that stupid? That's why I got to keep a broom back here. Anyway, So when you look at the 1980, a convict owned it. Nothing wrong with convicts. I'm just saying, hold your horses there. For those that might be going, what's wrong with a convict? Well, nothing. I'm not getting into all that. Anyway, I don't know how I got started anyway. I probably shouldn't have told you all that, but I'm just trying to, in my mind, let me set this over here. This is the breather that goes on one of the options anyway for left turn Bill here. Let's get in it, and hopefully I got a good battery connection, and we can start it, hopefully. Sorry, I didn't mean to slam it that hard, but you know, it's typical C10 slam. Let's give it a few pumps of gas. That starter is a 4.3. It spins faster than a regular starter. Let it warm up for just a minute. It's a 354 speed. I know I've said this a million times, or not a million, but I've said it a lot. It was a 3 on the tree. It was born 3 on the tree with a 6-cylinder, but it's now got a 350 in it with a 4-speed. This truck has an interesting story too. Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill always rode at the left turn signal on. You scared to pass them because you didn't know if they was actually going to turn. That's what they call them to their face. I'm doing a condensed version of this story. This truck was stolen, and the police finally recovered it and gave it back to Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill. They were millionaires. Oh, see how nice this dash is? Now, this is the color I think maybe moon pie maybe should be. I don't know. Anyway, let me roll this window down. It is extremely hot. Anyway, this truck was stolen and given back to Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill. This truck has worked on a farm all its life. They bought it new, and whenever a 6-cylinder, this thing's had it 3 6-cylinder engines put in it at the Chevrolet dealership. When they wore out one motor, they put another one in. And they were millionaires. And while they wanted a 3 on the tree with no power steering, no power brakes, no air, no nothing. You got wipers, a heater, an AM radio. I've swapped that out. It's AM FM now. And you know, lights, and that's about it. They just worked this truck to death on the farm. So I'm hoping this is not going to be so wet I can't get around to the front. I have gotten stuck in my own yard before. Maybe if I just keep the momentum going, I'll be okay. So far, so good. Yay, I did it. I did it. Now let me back this up, guys. Okay, I got it parked. Let me shut this hood. I always keep my hoods with a little rock or something in there. So oh, here's the engine. That's that bat wing air breather we put on the other day. Let me know what you think. Let me shut this to get a good representation. Okay, hold your ears. Got it. Set this right here for the moment. This is Left Turn Bill. I let it run for just a moment just to build the battery back up. This is PIB's on a mission. See what I mean about this being a Silverado? It's got 4 headlights. The cheaper model, like Left Turn Bill here, has only got 2. That's the turn signals. I know y'all know this, but there's a lot of folks that do not. They're similar. I guess you can tell I like bumper guards. Moon Pie sits a little bit lower, doesn't it, than Left Turn Bill. And let's see what Miss PIB's doing. Oh, I don't have the hood ornament. I did put this on this truck when I painted the grill and stuff. I put that on. it didn't have it either. I painted the grill and the headlight bezels, and this one already has it on it. This was just the bare bones old truck. A few little dents and stuff, just like this truck here. Dents, scrapes, faded paint, perfect. I rattle can painted this whole truck and put my own patina on. I sprayed brown up and under it, and then when I seen brown and a little bit of this, you know, I kind of stopped. Where your keys would rub, you know, I done all this myself. This is PIB's on a mission. That's my wife, Miss PIB.
What? Is that a yard sale? Look at that.
Yeah, we just bought these at a yard sale. Let me show them the taillights first, the difference. See, we always put new taillight lens in. Now this one looks just fine. But now look at this one. See how nice and clear that is? And how much, I mean, it just brightens up the whole truck. There's a piece of, oh, there's a piece of tape. Anyway, hey, we're gonna put new taillight lens in it. She is, and trying to keep her busy. Anyway, let me turn this off so you can hear me better, and I might try to help her just a little bit. This thing has a, like I said, a 350 in it, and it's got a little cam in it. I guess you heard it. I don't know what you can hear and what you can't, but it's a really good old truck. It really is. It's just you know, one of them trucks that had been you know, kind of worked to death, and it was on its way out. Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill, to end the story, that this truck was auctioned off. Mr. and Mrs. Left Turn Bill died. I never met the people. I'm just hearing stories. They're real famous on in the county that they live in, here in East Tennessee. And so they auctioned off everything they had, and this truck was one of them. And I wound up with this truck. It did not look anything like it does today. I'll just show you around the truck. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. Anyway. Both of these are just dirty from pollen and stuff, and I've been sneezing. How's it going, Miss PIB?
I'm not putting torque screws back in.
Well, you might have to.
No, it came with screws.
Oh, we got some of these new taillights lens, and it comes with screws.
From Jimmy's Emporium.
From Jimmy's Emporium. I'm Jimmy. She's Mrs. Emporium. We joke around, guys, all the time. So we got these. I don't know. I bought a whole bunch of these at one time from O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Those aren't O'Reilly's.
What are they?
The ones from O'Reilly's came in plastic packaging.
Plastic? Yes. Where'd these come from? I hope it's not them.
These are probably the ones with, oh no, it's got the metal.
Yeah. Let's hope and pray it's got the metal. I bought some on eBay one time. We did. And this piece here was made of plastic. And you talk about looking terrible. And anyway, so this has the metal. I'll have to get something and bend this over the taillight lens so it'll stay on there.
Look how pretty.
Yeah. What side does it say it is? Right. Okay. Let me take these, and I'm going to get a pair of pliers, and I'll get a rag so I don't make any teeth marks in here, and I'll bend these over like that. Show them the, yeah, what a difference. Now turn it over. See, I got to bend it over like this to fit over this.
I don't know why they don't do that for you.
Well, if it's like this truck of Custom Lux, it doesn't come with this piece. I'll just put that piece on just to decorate it up a little.
Okay.
Anyway, let me go do that, guys. Hang on, all right?
He's putting that metal piece on.
Yeah. Gently. So I don't leave teeth marks. And I don't use my incredible strength to break it.
the bottom part needs to be squished up some more. Are you not done?
No, I'm not done yet. I have to look to see what I'm doing here. Just so long as I got it on, it ain't gonna fall off. Okay, Mrs. PIB's putting a mojo on these screws. Okay, that's probably
Yeah.
pretty good.
Gonna end up tripping it.
You kind of got to line these up, believe it or not, so you try to get an even gap, or I do. I try to get an even gap around through here. Remember, all this stuff's aftermarket. What I've seen is we bought a whole bunch of these at O'Reilly's store. We quit buying off eBay, and they had these.
With the metal.
Yeah, with the metal. So we bought several sets of them. That's probably pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks a lot better than this. You can't even
Wait, which do you...
can't even see. Hey. Oh yeah, that's much better. It brightens up the whole rear end of the truck there around the lights and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That lens is,
This has a date on it though.
well, it's 41 years old, I'm sure. Anyway, that looks pretty good, like left turn bill. I mean, little things like that that's not expensive, you know, anybody can do.
And we are throwing these in the trash. We are not saving these. We'll save the
Is there a gasket?
No.
Yeah, the gasket's on there. I know somebody that wants them.
So do I.
Well, I'll give them to him.
And he's coming over today.
Yeah, he's coming over today, so I'll give them to him. And
He's a collector of our fine parts.
yeah. Yes, he is, and a good friend on top of that.
Yeah.
So
anytime we need a part, we know where to... to his storehouse.
yeah, to his storehouse, yeah. My buddy has a whole bunch of trucks too. Leave it alone, it was working. Don't touch no bulbs. It's fine, it's working. Don't mess with something that's working. You work.
You're cruising.
I'm cruising for a bruising. But yeah, so much better. This is what I was talking about the other day when I was talking about the exhaust. This has the original exhaust on it. And this is how I normally do them. You know, one on this side and one on this side. I'm just showing you differences between the two trucks. They're the same year. You know, one's the fancy smancy, supposed to be the Silverado, and then you got the plain Jane or left turn Bill model here. But I normally put one on each side, true dual exhaust. But this can't stand to take that original off there. It's just too good. So
This one?
yeah, it's got good exhaust on. It's real quiet, and I like it. Let's see if it's lined up pretty good. Yeah, it appears to be lined up pretty good. Let me hold this up here to try to keep it even, okay?
Okay.
Then you can get the one up here at the top whenever you get that one in.
Oh, this has the same codes on it.
Am I making you nervous?
No.
Okay. Well, get at it then.
Don't make me slip.
No. You need a longer screwdriver, I'm thinking.
No, this is perfect.
Oh, okay.
This is the important part.
Well, the important part is the person handling it and
The operator.
the operator of the screwdriver there. I think you got it. I'll get out of your way. I make people nervous sometimes. Anyway, just looking at them, I think,
Watch as this comes into fruition.
oh, yeah. Say that word again. Please, say that word again.
I said, stand by as we watch this come into fruition.
Flourishing. Okay, now, I was driving down the road doing our errands that we had a bunch to do today, and going to the grocery store is one of them. And
Got a
Mrs.
new shopping center. It's building.
Yeah, and she's used that word for fruition. I'm not real smart, guys. So she used that word. I've never heard that word before, and I told her,
To come into fruition.
yeah. And so I told her, I said, she's taken away from my driving skills because I'm trying to think, what is she telling me? And I don't want her to think she already knows I'm stupid, but I didn't want her to think I was completely, I'm trying to be worldly even though we've been married 31 years and known each other. We've probably known each other 33 years, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, 33 years. We've been married 31. And anyway, we just dated before we got married. And anyway, yeah, that's what's good times. But that done a heck of a job right there. But I'd never heard that word before, getting back on what I started talking about. That looks so much better. Oh my goodness, what a world of difference. What a world of difference. I think it just looks great.
I can't get that one. I might have to get a different screwdriver.
No.
Here, you want to try it?
Let me see. What's wrong with it?
It just needs a little bit more. I think we have a problem.
As tight as it'll go.
That gap. Is that supposed to be that gapped?
Yeah, it's fine. It's perfect.
Okay, is that tight?
Yeah, tight.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll put these in the box, and I'll save these for my friend. And we'll put all this. I'm going to save these screws.
Okay.
Here, though.
Here, put them in this bag.
Thank you. I don't know, it's hot out here, but I'll take hot over cold anytime.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather sweat than shiver.
Yeah, rather. What is wrong with me today? I didn't finish my coffee, did I? I think that's all of them. We'll put them in a box, and I'll give them to my friend because I no longer need them. I think that's all the screws. I want to make sure because I don't want to have a flat tire here in the driveway. Should be, I was going to have you count them. Should be 8. Yep, that's 8. Thank you. Sure do appreciate your help. You're pretty handy to have around every now and again. You know what I mean, Bern? Want me to help you?
Oh, got it.
Okay, I got them.
Put this over here.
Yeah, just set them on the porch. He'll be by here after a while. So, anyway, we got that done. So, I wonder what time it is. Let me see. Yeah, so maybe I got a little bit more time, but not much. So, I think I'm going to, I guess I'll, let's see. Oh, I'm going to show, that's right. I was going to show you some similarities. Both these trucks have these sport mirrors on it. And of course this one has tilt. This one does, and it's just a, I guess I'm saying, if you had to pick one, would you rather have a 354 speed, sorry, tape's on my finger, 354 speed custom deluxe, or would you rather have a Silverado automatic? And this has the fancy wheels on it, American Racing, and this just has truck rallies on it. This did have truck rallies. They were 15x7s, but they were good tires. I mean, it rode and drove good, but I just trying to jazz it up just a little bit. And oh yeah, I meant to tell you this too. Like I mentioned the other day in the video on this truck, this is a 4-wheel drive air deflector, air dam down here. 4-wheel drive. See how long it is? Wide, coming toward the bottom. I messed up, or they sent me the wrong one. I think they sent me the wrong one. This is 2-wheel drive. See how short it is? Not near as wide. Not near as wide as this one. And I'll try to stand back where you can see. I don't know if I do this. No, you can't tell no difference, can you? I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, I was trying to show you the difference. There's a huge difference between the width of this and this, but see, it makes this truck look so much lower. It is actually lower than this truck. GM Tim and his dad Charlie worked on this truck along with Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop, and man, they done a ton of work on this thing, metal work and everything. I mean, just tons. And Brian and Charlie, his dad Charlie, GM Tim 38, they went through this 350 that I got from a really good friend of mine. I mean, talk about outstanding friend. I got a friend that I bought this motor from. It's a 350 out of his, I think it's a 79 C10. And Brian freshened it up, you know, put new gaskets and oil pump and all that stuff in it, and put a cam and lifters and all that stuff in this truck. And And that's what's in it today, along with the 4-speed. Now somebody, I know I've said this before, but somebody had taken, whatever the correct pronunciation is, and took the 3-speed off the column and put it in the floor. I'm thinking probably they might have had linkage issues. So I didn't feel bad because it already had a hole cut in the floor anyway. We just put a 4-speed in it. So if you're wondering, well, Jimmy, what'd you do that for? Well, that's why it already had a hole. So, and we kind of brought this back to life. This truck was all this color. And I two-toned it, rattle can painting, two-toned it, put my own patina on it here, there, and everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere. So I tried to make it look like it's the original paint, or if it's been painted, it's been painted a long time ago. This whole section, one more time, this whole piece was put in all the way across and down at Gas Axe Chop Shop with Tim Dixon and Waylon. They welded all that in, fixed cab corners and stuff, just like this truck, cab corners. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there, you know, just, I can't remember every little thing, but like I said, if you keep watching at the end of the video, I'll show you some pictures if you are interested. It's got new molding on it that it's not supposed to have, like this truck does. New molding for both of them, but this one's not supposed to have it. But I needed something to kind of break up the color scheme, you know. So that's what I done. You know, I two-toned it and put the molding on. And, you know, I know it's supposed to be the cheap one, the cheap deluxe. Not supposed to have this wheel well molding on it. You know, I put all that on myself and, you know, just try to jazz it up just a little bit. It needed some help. It was just all this color, and to me it was just a little bit too much. So anyway, oh yeah, and I put these Big Band Corvette Rally beauty rings on too to make the wheels look deeper. New center caps, and you know, it's got really good tires on it, Cooper Cobras, and of course these are new. And I've got another set of American Racing torque thrust wheels I thought about putting on here, but after I mentioned it on my YouTube channel and showed y'all which wheels would you put on left turn Bill, majority said keep these on it, so that's fine. It's all good. But anyway, I was just going to show you the little bit of differences. The turn signals are here in the grill, and you know, they're not here. They're right here. There's nothing fancy about old left turn Bill at all. You know, it's just like I said, like a plain Jane kind of truck, and it looks even better than it did, you know, since we two-toned it and stuff. You know, put some added frills, bumper guards, and all that kind of stuff. You know, just, and you know, I was just wondering, you know, as we're looking at these, if you could just pretend if you could drive one home, you know, Jimmy, give me the keys, I'll take in this one. Which one would you pick? Would you pick Moon Pie, or would you pick Left Turn Bill? Let me get this other angle. Maybe you can see a little bit better. I'm trying to be fair and honest with the whole kit and caboodle here. Let me see if I can get back far enough without falling in a hole or something here in the yard. Which one, you know, which one would you pick? Left Turn or Moon Pie? I'd have a hard time choosing. I'll be honest with you, I'd have a hard time. They're both just really good trucks. Which one do you think looks a little bit meaner than the other one? For some reason, I think Moon Pie looks just a little bit meaner, and I think it's because of the stance. It's a little bit lower than Left Turn Bill. And if you want to find out more specs on this truck, go to GM Tim 38 on YouTube. He goes into detail about everything he's done on this truck, because he worked on it. You know, oh my goodness, they went above and beyond. New windshield, I mean, everything. All the mechanic stuff is new. So I mean, I'm just telling you, you know, people say, well, what's this? Well, I don't know, but Brian does. If you go to his channel, ask him a question, subscribe to his channel, because my other two trucks are over there, Luke and the 1980 truck. Might name it Convict, I'm not sure. Hey, where'd you find that?
On the shelf.
On the shelf?
This is more 60s, I think.
60s?
I'm going to put it in Almond Joy.
Almond Joy? Okay. That's kind of cool, ain't it? Let me see the name on that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Keeps hot, keeps cold. Well, ain't that something?
Old-timey Stanley.
Yeah,
Cup.
that's really cool. Thank you for finding that. Which truck do you like the best? Wait a minute, we'll talk in private. I don't want them to hear nothing. I don't have favorites over here, guys. I can't because they're all like...
You need new marker lights.
Oh, yeah, I need to order them. Thank you
and
for...
we were going to try to get this.
Well, I probably won't get that today. We got a late start today. I'm not going to drag out a bunch of stuff and then have to put it back up. And we got company coming anyway. So, anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to put this truck back up. I'll go around the block in it just to be fair. And then I'll put it back up and we'll call it a day. And I might get me another cup of coffee. I'm just kind of dragging. Oh, yeah, I put Penetrol on this. If you're wondering why it's shiny looks like clear coat, this is PIB, and we put Penetrol on it. And I suspect we'll be doing the same thing on here. So if you would like and subscribe to Primer is Best, I think that you might enjoy watching us play with this truck. One more quick question. If you was me, would you try to paint this hood to match the rest of the truck? Or do you like... I actually like this. I think with Penetrol on it's going to look great. But that's my opinion. Y'all know I like patina style. So, I don't know. It's something to think about. And, you know, like I said, if I wake up in the middle of the night, you know, I will, you know, I think about trucks. I'm just weird. Anyway, let's go for a ride. I'll put this thing up before my company gets here. You can't find Almond Joy. It's in that garage. You know what? I'm going to keep you. You're a keeper. You and I's just alike, aren't we?
Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. It takes two of us guys to make one complete person. But seriously, she's the best friend I have on this earth. Let me get my leg in, okay? Hang on. Okay, guys, I started it up and put my seatbelt on. My knee is a little bit stiff today. I don't know why. I quit taking a Cerebrex. I think that's what it's called, Cerebrex. It's for swelling, and I quit taking it. And I'm wondering if I should start back because my leg just gets real stiff. I have a hard time, you know, getting comfortable. If I sit in a chair, it feels good for a few minutes, then it feels like I need to get up. And the same way when I'm laying in the bed, you know, I get tired of, my leg just gets to not hurting real bad, just kind of, you know, aching enough that, you know, you have a hard time. Anyway. Hey! Anyway, this truck, it's a good old truck too. I'd hate to have to pick between either one of them, I'll be honest with you, because they're both of them such good trucks. And I just thought, man, that'd be kind of cool to show you a little bit of difference between a custom deluxe and a plain Jane truck like this one. I got it in third gear. I can't go fast in this neighborhood because there's kids everywhere. They kind of congregate down below our house in the afternoons and riding their bicycles up, you know, all over the place. And oh my goodness, I couldn't stand myself if I hurt one of those children, because I used to be just like them, just here, there, and everywhere. Anyway, old Moon Pie doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, to be an old beat-up truck, I don't think. Like I said, maybe y'all can make a decision by which one would you rather have, Moon Pie, or if you had an opportunity. It's not a bad-looking old truck. Let me put this thing up. Be with you in a minute. I'm hoping I don't. Try to keep my momentum going here. I think we got more rain coming tomorrow. We can't seem to catch a break. A couple of days is about all we can get anymore. And my wife was mentioning today, she said, don't be, let me get out of this seatbelt. I used to go around when I was younger, I never wore a seatbelt. You didn't used to have to, but now the government's changed. You got to wear a seatbelt, and I get it. I mean, I understand, but I mean, I went my whole life without wearing a seatbelt. But I was real fortunate. Let me say that. I didn't think I'd ever get used to wearing a seatbelt. Now, as soon as I get in one, I feel naked if I don't have it on. You see. But anyway, this left turn Bill one more time. And I'm fixing to put it up in the garage. I got company coming, as I think I've mentioned it a couple of times now. This is what my wife's going to order. These are real orange, yellowish kind of orange, I guess. The other ones are kind of faded. I'm trying to make things kind of what I call pop, and make them stand out a little bit, And this old truck here is such a good truck, and it's been a farm truck and worked its whole life. When Brian started working on it, GM 1038, he said there was just cow manure everywhere on this truck, and I mean, it just wasn't taken care of, and I don't know, I just had to have it. I felt sorry for it. I did. I'm just a nut. I'm just a big nut, and if you're watching this channel and you subscribe, thank you, because I'm just a big old nut. I don't know why. I'm always for the underdog, and this truck and Billy James back there in the back, they were just, I mean, they're his own last leg. And like I said, if I felt like if I didn't get them, that was going to be the end of their life. And you get somebody on this thing was on oxygen, and dialysis, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just making up stuff at this point, but I'm saying it was in sad shape, and this one was going to the junkyard when I got it. It was on the scrap, on the trailer, going to the junkyard. So this is Billy James. If you're new to the channel, it's an old pieced together truck, different parts from different trucks to build it back, but it's back. Anyway, y'all let me know what you think about Moon Pie and Left Turn Bill, and if you enjoyed the video, I sure do wish and hope that you will subscribe to both channels. You're watching Parameter's Best. That spring is weak. You're watching Parameter's Best. My name is Jimmy. I'm also on Facebook, Parameter's Best, and Instagram, Parameter's Best. Got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. And Facebook, Man on a Budget. I'm just glad to get it out started for just a few minutes, because we're supposed to have rain the rest of the week. So anyway, I'm gonna put it up, kind of clean up a little bit, and bad as I hate to, I guess I'll start trimming shrubs with the electric trimmer. So fun. Y'all have a blessed day. Catch you in the next one, guys. See y'all later.